quietly and took the room. A patient tenant living in the gloom. I set a place for her at every meal. The only company that feels real. And I've grown so used In the fog, lie we keep for someone who is sleeping in the deep. Lantern, lantern, I keep the flame. Loved you long enough to wait forevermore. In the fall. Lantern. Sleep. Let go now. The lantern's out, the sorrow's gone to bed. The willow lets go everything unsaid. Lay down the weight of every burning year, and let the quiet take you far from here. Sleep, sleep softly into blue. Loved you all the way to letting go of you. Let the last of longing slip and fade. Sleep, sleep, the peace we finally made. Whatever ate has earned its rest tonight. There's only stillness now and falling light. Sleep, sleep, the peace we finally made. Loved you all the way to letting go of you. Let go now. Sleep. Good night. So There's a softness I've carried far too long, a gentleness that never learned to be strong. I gave it all to you without a name, and you returned it slightly not the same. And the tender is the thing that costs the most, a kindness that becomes its own.